Welcome, I'm Sarah D, and welcome especially to my 2 new subscribers. I think I got 3 the week before, and I got 2 this week. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much for subscribing. Subscribing to my channel is free, as it is with all YouTube channels, and I thank you for subscribing, and for sharing, and for giving what I do a thumbs up, or commenting on how I could do better, or address something that you would like me to share a song about, or wisdom that I gain from others, and perhaps from also my many years here on this earth. So today I'm going to share, well, my video is brought to you by the words stop, start, do, change, create. And when we do that, we realize we are the master of our fate. We are the master of the possibility we see and make in our own lives. You and I, you and me. Not sure which is right. My father said it was you and I, but hey, I don't know for sure. But you and me, you and I, have the life we have chosen to live. To lead, to live. We are where we said we were going to be, where we most wanted to be. When things were difficult and we didn't push forward, it's because that's what we wanted to do at the time. Even though we said we wanted to get to point B and we were at point A, it was too early in the morning, it was too dark, it was too cold, it was too hot. Everyone there was going to laugh at us. Whatever. We chose not to do what it took to get to point B. So we didn't get that possibility. So we didn't get to where we said we wanted to be in life. So we need to stop what we're doing that is stopping us from getting us what we want. And we need to start doing what we want to do, what we know we must do to get what we want. I was listening to Tony Robbins, his Raising Your Standards in 2022 YouTube post, and I took this information away from it. I'm going to assume it's accurate. Doesn't mean it is, but that's the assumption I'm making. That's what we do in life, right? We get the best that we can from what we have, and we move forward on it until we find out differently. Excuse me. So Tony Robbins says that if you want something different, you have to do something different. I believe that. He also says that if you want something different than you have, and you want it to be better, you're going to have to raise your standard. So what is your standard? Do you have a standard of doing a poor job at home, at work, in your personal health arena? Do you have a standard of doing a good job in your professional, in your personal? Do you have a standard of doing an excellent job or an outstanding job? He says that there are different results we get when we have different standards. That makes sense. Would you agree? So if we do a poor job, what results do you think we would get? Some people, most people would think, well, if we do a poor job, we're going to get poor results. Poor equals poor. But that isn't actually always true. There's a point where when you've been doing poor and poor and poor and poor and poor and poor and poor, pretty soon all you have is pain. It's not even poor. It's like you're in a heap of pain. Emotional, physical, spiritual, business pain, family pain. That's what happens when we do poor results for a long time. When that's all the input that's coming, there's entropy in life, and so there's always difficulty coming up. And so if we aren't even keeping our head above water with where it is, and we're doing a poor job, we're just going to keep sinking, 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 sinking. Pretty soon we're out of breath, and we're gasping, and that's pain. So that's what we get when we consistently do a poor job in any arena of our life. We get pain in that area. And pain instructs, and necessity. Necessity is the mother of invention. or the motivator of movement, of change, of choosing, well, I'm having this sacrifice of pain right now doing this poor job. Maybe I better do the sacrifice of doing a good job so eventually I can get out of the pain. But what happens? We do a good job. We may be out of the pain, but we still get poor results. We get poor results. We don't even get the pain, which is good. But we don't get good results. We get poor results. And why would that be? My belief is that it's because of something Kirk Duncan taught me, and that is that once we make choices, those choices have a backup of results that are going to come forward from those choices. And just because you make one good choice today doesn't mean all the other less good choices or less effective, useful choices are going to be all of a sudden just magically useful. They're going to follow you, and pretty soon they'll be done. They'll be done giving you that poor result. And you'll be able to move on to some good results, but not until that process moves through. And so if you do a good job, you get poor results because you're coming from the poor job, right? So when you go from and it's a huge jump to get to be doing a good job. So say a poor job might be that, I'm not going to explain a poor job. I think you can figure it out. Maybe you think you're doing a poor job in life. If you're experiencing pain, it may be, by Tony Robinson's definition, that you are doing a poor job. If you're experiencing pain, you did a poor job in the past, or you're currently doing a poor job. And it's a big jump to get to be doing a good job, whatever that means. A good job is still going to be bringing you the poor results because, again, because of the trail of effects of your choices. I explained that already. So going from a good job to an excellent job, that's a giant jump, another big, huge jump. And you're going to get good results, not necessarily excellent results. Maybe after a while you will, but the way you really get the excellent results and outstanding results is to go just that little quarter inch higher above excellence and do an outstanding job. And when you do that, you win. You win the gold. As if you were in the Olympics, you win the gold. You do the very, very, just tippy top, and you make it. And the reason you get all of the accolades, and the reason you get all of the good feelings, and the reason you get all of the respect from others is because when you do that, others see themselves in you, and they think, oh, maybe I could do that, maybe I could do that, or maybe they're just special. But if you know the person's story, you know that they're just like you. We are all clay conduits. That's what we are. We're made of the stuff of stars, and we can either shine or we can cause ourselves to gag on the dust. It's our choice. But when we get to this outstanding place, we create more of a positive influence on more people. We have greater positive influence, and then in that we are able to influence others to do an outstanding job. And so in that way, the whole world rises in personal success, happiness, health, in economic ways, in business ways. And there's a book we got for some of our children for Christmas. It's called 10 Trends All Smart People Should Know. Don't know the author. And we didn't keep one for us, otherwise I'd show it to you. But in that book, it shows you how wonderful the world is in comparison to where it was. I don't know whether it was, they went 50 years, 100 years, but it's so much better. Yes, we still have poverty, but it's because those people, some of the people in the poverty level are doing a poor job. They're not going outstanding. They're not doing outstanding. When we first got married, we were trying really hard, but we hadn't set ourselves up to be doing very well, and we've had to get government assistance a few times, and I'm so grateful for that. But we didn't live on it. We certainly didn't make it a way of life because, well, that's not the way we were raised. We weren't raised to believe that that was the way to live. It was very humbling. We know what pain is. We know what a poor job is, poor preparation for having a family. We didn't prepare properly. We believed things that we were told elsewhere that weren't as useful as maybe wait until you get your education, wait until you get a career, wait until you have a house, wait until you have a way to provide for a family before you bring them into the world. Yes, God provides, but he also gave you a brain. He gave you a brain too. So anyway, I explained that here. And so this kind of refers to the 80-20 rule. 80% of the people do 20% of the work. So we've got, in this place here, it's more like 2, 4, 6, I don't know, 3, 6, 9, I don't know. It doesn't work for 80%. But anyway, this percent of the people, they do 20% of the work. These guys, these 20%, they do 80% of the work. They do so much more. And with that so much more, they get so much more results. What poor English. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going even though all these whatevers. Okay, so the 3 songs I wanted to sing that related to this, I thought, were Do Do Do, which is not about poo. It's about action, taking action steps. It's about, one of the words I said, this video was brought to you by, word do. When we stop what we're doing, we start doing what we need to be doing. We're doing. And then to do that, it takes change. And what do we change? What do we change? What can we change? I mean, can I make the sun not rise? No. I can pull blinds down. I can pretend it's not there. Can I make you do something? No, not really. I can influence, but I cannot make, I cannot force. I can't force my children. When they're very, very young, I can hold them down. But I can change myself. I can change my environment outside and inside more all the time. That's really always an option. The external isn't always an option. I can change my thoughts, my actions, and I can create new habits and new responses to triggers. Things happen and we get upset, we get afraid, we get frantic, we get angry. Something happens and we overreact. And it's because it's so close to something that, we've already reacted to, and it just brings us right into that other place. And so I've talked about this before. Our prefrontal cortex shuts down. We're all in our amygdala, and we're all fight or flight, and we're all just acting like a 2-year-old. Just acting not in a way that is going to help us be outstanding. Because to be outstanding, we have to manage our triggers so that we don't act in a poor way, because when we're triggered and we don't choose to make good actions, we're a mess, and we make a mess, and we experience pain. So anyway, those are the songs I'm going to sing. First is Do Do Do, and then the next one is Change It, and then the other one is, there's one third one. Change It, Do Do Do. Oh, stop what you're doing when what you're doing won't get you what you want. That's it. All right. I got to do 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 do. Have you found it's the same for you? Do 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 do. When I'm in a jam, I got to do. It's up to me how I measure up. Do 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 do. I have choice though it's rough. Do 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 do. So I might as well have a plan. So if I have a plan, so I create a plan in my head of some habits I'm going to do when I get triggered. So I might as well have a plan, and practice that plan. And imagine that I'm acting on that plan, and imagine the trigger happening so that I can act on that plan when the trigger happens, as opposed to going, oh yeah, I have a plan, where did I put it? Do 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 do. When I'm in a jam, I got to do 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 do. Have you found it's the same for you? Do 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 do. try. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Wait a minute, Jim, I got to do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Have you found it's the same for you? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Why does life get more rough? Why does it get more rough if I don't do something? Well, entropy. Entropy. Things are always falling apart. So just to stay where we are, even if our head is just barely above water, we've got to do a little bit more, although because the water's rising, right? I'm not talking about global warming. And that's what we got to do. We got to keep busy. We got to keep doing. We got to keep taking those action steps. And when we fail, learning from them, and then how did that go? Yeah, learning from them, and then trying again, and then doing it again. Try, fail, learn. Try, fail, learn. That thing we've got to do. Have you found it's the same for you? I got to do. And I don't know. I bet it's the same for you. Is it? When you take action, does it help you continue with better action? Even if the action you take was really bad. Even if you fell on your face in doing it. At least you're taking action. So applaud that action. It's worth praise. It's really important that we praise ourselves because everybody else isn't going to do it. And even if they do, if you don't praise yourself, you're not going to take in what they say anyway. They'll say, oh, you did that so well. And you go, oh, you're so kind. They may be kind, but that has nothing to do with them telling you what they saw. It's your job to take in the compliment. It's my job to take in the compliment and say, oh, thank you. I enjoyed doing that. I'm grateful I was able to. I'm going to keep doing. So the next song is When I was a younger person than I am today. Someone said, if you were unhappy, why do you stay that way? And they said, don't put up with an unpleasant situation. If it lies within your power to change it, don't put up with an unpleasant situation. When it lies within your power to change it, change it. I know there's comfort in the sorrow, comfort in the pain. If you will not change yourself, you've no room to complain. You're hurting, don't put up with an unpleasant situation. When it lies within your power to change it, don't put up with an unpleasant situation. When it lies within your power to change it, change it. 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 You're the only one who can. That's it. You're the only one who can change it. You're the only one who can change what you think about what's going on. So change it. If it's not serving you, stop thinking that way. Stop doing that way. Start thinking the way that's going to give you the possibility, the results you want. You're the only one who can. I'm the only one who can. You can't do it for me. I can't do it for me. I can't do it for you. I can do it for me. You can do it for you. Okay, the last one I wanted to sing for you that went along with this. I didn't write this one down. Okay, stop what you're doing. Oh, it was stop. Oh, it is stop what you're doing. That's the last one. Stop what you're doing when what you're doing won't get you what you want. Stop what you're doing when what you're doing won't get you what you need. Stop what you're doing when what you're doing will only make you cry. Stop what you're doing when what you're doing will only make you want to stop trying. Don't stop trying to stop what you're doing when what you're doing won't get you what you want. Stop what you're doing when what you're doing won't get you what you need. Stop what you're doing will only make you cry. don't stop trying to stop doing what you're doing that won't get you what you want. Start doing what you're doing, what you can do, so that you will get what you want. Do. Sometimes just moving, just saying, okay, I'm going to do one thing. In fact, that's what James Clear really suggests. And even when you think about the drips of water, the one little drip of water, what does it do? But all of the drips together, we got an ocean. We got a waterfall. We've got power. One little thing, one little change. One little change in your environment, in your thoughts, in your actions, creates new habits, and create new response to triggers, and create the possibility you want. I'm Sarah D. I want to thank you for sharing these moments with me as I make my way through life. And as you make your way through life, I wish you success and that you make it a great day for you.